It goes without saying that Stranger Things is one of the most popular shows to have come out within the last decade. Seems to have done everything right, ticked all the boxes, and became a firm fan favorite. However, we can't help but wonder, did Stranger Things become a victim of its own success? Today we're going to take a look into exactly whether or not the popularity of Stranger Things has actually hurt the show in the long run. To start with, exactly how popular is Stranger Things? Stranger Things feels like one of those shows that's always been popular. From the moment the first trailer dropped, people were hooked. Everybody wanted to know more about the small town and the horrors that lay on the other side of it. What happened to Will? Who's 11? And why can she do the things that she does? In the first month of the first season being released, statistics show that almost 15 million people between the ages of 18 and 49 in the United States watched it. At the time, that already made it the third most popular season of any Netflix show in America. The series continued gaining popularity with each installment. Things that made the show beloved kept going to draw in more and more viewers each time. By the time the third season was released, Stranger Things actually started to break records as well as getting on the podium. The third season had only been out for 4 days when Netflix announced that over 40 million households had already started watching it. Not only that, but over 18 million households had already binged the entire season in 4 days. How on earth can this incredible popularity hurt a show? Undoubtedly, one of the most amazing things about the first season of Stranger Things is that we had no idea what to expect. The trailer drew us all in with more questions than we could even fathom, watching everything slowly play out before us as we slowly learned more and more about the characters, their strange connections to each other, and the creepy mysteries that sunk to the bottom of Hawkins. As the show gained more traction and more followers, it became clear that Stranger Things was destined for multiple seasons. The writers, the Duffer Brothers, are undoubtedly amazing at what they do, but even the most talented writers will find it difficult to keep more mysteries coming in the same place, the same characters, when they were so good at solving them the first time around. Unlike lots of shows and movies that lean towards spookiness and horror, Stranger Things does not rely on jump scares or poorly formulated sudden reveals. Instead, Stranger Things thrives in telling a good story and building up mystery and suspense to explain characters and their motivations. However, as Stranger Things has gone on, viewers are getting used to this slow-paced, gradual method of storytelling. If we consistently know that dread is looming under every surface, does it really continue to be that scary? If we know the rules that the Duffer Brothers are playing by, can they continue to surprise us? The popularity has also limited the ways in which the Duffer Brothers can use the characters. One of the most memorable and popular character arcs in Stranger Things is that of Steve. You met Steve in the first season, and everybody kind of hated him. That goes for both the characters and the viewers, and we were supposed to. He was good looking and full of himself, a typical shallow, vapid high school jock who bullied and put down others around him, including characters that viewers like, such as Will's older brother Jonathan. However, Steve goes on a huge journey as a character, spanning over multiple seasons to eventually become truly one of the gang. Whereas he used to put down others around him, Steve now acts as an older brother figure to the younger boys in the film. He's funny, protective, and the audience loves him. Specifically, people really seem to adore the relationship that Steve has developed with Dustin. Steve has really taken Dustin under his wing, and the two are practically inseparable. However, this amazing character transition of relationship development may have come at a cost. The amount of screen time that Stranger Things has devoted to developing this one character has meant the other characters have had to take a seat on the sidelines. In particular, Will, who was the main character that we spent the whole first season desperately trying to rescue, seemed to have a lesser and lesser role in season 2 and then in season 3. Will's disappearance was basically the catalyst for the entire first season, and it does feel a little out of place. Then in the third season, he got such a small amount of screen time. If viewers wanted to see more of Steve's relationship with the other characters, for example, then it makes sense that the creators of the show would put that to the forefront. However, we have to wonder how different the focus of the show would have been if it wasn't so popular. Not only focusing on popular characters means that the emotionally pivotal characters get pushed aside, but we have to wonder if the popularity of certain characters has restricted the way in which the Duffer Brothers have written them. Anything that gets anywhere near as popular for Stranger Things could possibly fall victim to this, with writers and creators acutely aware that people like characters for the way that they are now. It's so heavily invested in the characters that any massive changes might upset the viewership. We won't know for sure whether or not the Duffer Brothers are taking perception of the public into account, but it wouldn't be hard to believe if they were. What does this mean for the future of Stranger Things? It's easy to see that Stranger Things is even more popular than when it started out. With each new series that has been released, the number of viewers has gone up, and it shows absolutely no signs of slowing down at the moment. People are hyped for the release of season 4, and the quality of the show is still massively high. There's no doubt that when a show becomes more popular, there are more things that the creators need to navigate, but the Duffer Brothers seem to have everything under control. Speaking of season 4, when is it coming out? The 4th season of Stranger Things has been on the horizon for quite a while now. Obviously, production and development was slowed down due to the global pandemic, but things have been back on track again. We're expecting season 4 to be released on Netflix somewhere in the middle of this year, as it's been announced for summer 2022. What's the deal with the weird phone number in the trailer? In typical mystery-solving fashion, fans have been combining every trailer looking for clues to characters, clues to theories, and clues regarding the release. These eager fans seem to have found something actually important, and it comes in the form of a mysterious phone number. For a fleeting moment in the trailer, a pizza van zooms across the screen. To get a better look at the van, fans have paused the frame at exactly the right moment, and you can see a phone number on the side of the van. The number is 805-45 Pizza. Seems innocuous enough, as plenty of movies and TV shows have fake phone numbers on the sides of buildings, storefronts, and advertisements. However, fans of Stranger Things know that this show is anything but typical, and people gave the number a ring. Instead of receiving an error tone for dialing a fake number, there was a recorded message on the other end that said, "The phone number you just dialed is now active." We aren't quite sure why, but this gives us chills. However, this isn't the end of the creepy story. Fans have reported that now, more recently, calling the number rewards you with something else. Apparently, if you dial the number on the van, the recording on the other hand plays "Happy Birthday." It's not like something that you would hear today, however, it sounds quite old-fashioned, and fans have definitely got their theories about this. What could the creepy Happy Birthday tune mean? Okay, so the first theory is that it relates to an episode in season 3. When the episode titles for the 3rd season came out, one of them was originally going to be called The Birthday. Maybe it's something to do with this. Another theory is that it has something to do with the release date. Stranger Things' birthday is the 15th of July, as that is the day that the season was first released on Netflix back in 2016. Obviously, with the release being slated for some of this year, the 15th of July fits perfectly into that. In addition to this, the 15th of July 2022 is a Friday, and as we all know, Fridays are the day that Netflix tends to release most of their shows. The last theory is that it relates to the Creel house in some way. The reason for this is that the music on the phone just sounds so old. The music's being played from a different point in time, and we know that the horrific events in the Creel house take place in the past. It makes sense for the two things to be linked in some way. If it actually turns out to be somebody's birthday on the night that the Creel house murders went down, it's officially going to be the creepiest thing ever. That's all we've got time for today, guys. Make sure to leave a like down below, and we'll see you next time.